Anyway, I'm coming to you. I somehow woke up today in such an amazing mood. I don't know why. I don't know what happened, but like I'm just feeling so great, and my dog is chasing the chicken and barking, so hopefully she doesn't disturb us so much. My point was that I really felt today, I felt more aligned with my message, with my mission, with what I am about. I kind of like had and put a thought in it, and it really inspires me, and I realized that this is my fuel. This is my fuel to keep me going. And I understand that not every single woman wakes up with this deeper sense of a mission in the morning, like, how can I change lives of other women? No, what we do is, as moms, we're like, waking up and going through the motions. All right, let me prepare the lunch for my first one. Let me take my second one to school because this and this and this. And then there's a sports game that I have to take him, right? So like we are as moms, we're always go and do. And not a lot of us women have that sense of deeper purpose, deeper mission as to why you are here on earth, why you're living. So I look at myself almost as an exception, but for a reason that I bring that sense of purpose and direction to so many of you, and I feel so deeply. That's why I'm not so much connecting to the archetype of a mother to say, but I'm connecting to the archetype of like a mover and shaker, right? Like I want to shake up the world. Like it's always been my kind of like inner guidance from like really early age. Like I feel like my followers, women who chose me as a guide, are my babies that I'm guiding. And like some women wake up and they're like, it's my kids, I want to live for them, I want to do everything I can for them, right? It's not working for me the same way. Like, but what's working for me is wake up and like, it's my women that I am waking up and I'm doing, and I'm like persevering, and like I'm delivering these life-changing messages because we as women need that in our lives so much, because a lot of us are stuck in going through the motions of doing not important stuff in life. And where's the happiness? Where's the purpose? Where's the guiding light? Where's the guiding force in all of that we do? And at some point, we've done so much of it, we've lost ourselves, period. We don't know what we are about anymore. We don't connect with our own desires, with our own identity, with our own things that bring up happiness and spark that sense of passion and spark that sense of belonging and spark that sense of satisfaction in life. Each and every one of you came to this planet, came to Earth to be the unique light and bring your own light into this world, whatever that is. And it's different for every single one of you. And when you're going through the motions and when you're stuck, you are unable to really shine that light out, right? And that is the main reason why so many of us get stuck and get into the midlife crisis and feel like there's so much like we feel disappointed in life and we feel lost and we lack the sense of direction and we lack the sense of purpose, and that is when we start saying, oh, I'm just a mom, right? And we are so stuck in this one role that we are currently playing at this stage of life, right? And it will be different at other stages of life. It will be different once our kids grow up. Then who are we? And it's better that you start finding that now, so when your kids are grown, you are not sitting in life that you have lost. You are on the other side excited that now you have more time and opportunities to pursue your dreams, ideas, career, passion, hobbies, whatever that might be for you. And for some of you, that could be a sense of deeper meaning, deeper purpose, and also serving other women and other people in the best way only you can. In the best way only you can bring your own life. Right? And so many women come into the studio and say, I don't know who I am anymore. I'm a mom. I don't know what drives me. Like, I always serve the needs of my kids or the needs of my family, and I don't spend time on me. I don't spend time, money. I don't buy myself nice clothes. I don't go out. I don't go to spa. I don't do anything for myself. Raise your hand. I know pretty much, every one of you will raise your hand, especially if you are in the motherhood stage. And those are the primary women that need my help, mothers, because that is when we get lost in so much. There's so much masculine servitude that comes with motherhood. So much sticking to the schedule, so much of not enough time, so much of needing to do, and we stop prioritizing ourselves, not even in the sense of looking good and taking care of ourselves, shaving our legs, doing our nails, like not even in that sense, but in a sense of what are my interests? What do I want to do today for me? Like what sparks my desire? What sparks my passion? What books do I want to read? Like, how do I spend time in leisure? Because there is no room for leisure, right? Especially when you mom, because of so much do and need to be done, and to-do list, and attend this meeting and prepare this lunch and all then we go to work. There's still that, right? Like, and my boss is not happy with me. Like, how am I gonna how am I gonna make everyone happy? And the true answer is, you don't need to make anyone happy but you. You don't need to make anyone happy but you. And the only way you can make you happy is when you connect with yourself. And when you connect, and I call this your erotic identity. And yes, it's connected to sex, but eroticism is really not just about sex. What eroticism is your life force. It's your life force that you have within yourself. It's that energy that raises up, that sparks all the body parts that are within you. It touches your brain. And that is what eroticism is. It's a life force energy. And we can also look at it from the sexual perspective, and in the end, it's all one. So that is why we women need to connect to our erotic identity, meaning our life identity, and it's ongoing, and it's ever changing, and it's never stagnant, and it's gonna evolve from time to time. And that is our life's journey. That is our life's journey, to travel through those different identities that we came here to experience. If you think back in your childhood, right? Like, let's rewind to the point of birth. You're born into life. What do you see? You start learning about this life. You see, probably if you're born in a hospital, you come out of your mom and you see the doctors and artificial lights, and I have my very own opinion about, I'm all about natural birth and stuff like that, so I'm not going to go into that. That's not the subject at all right now. But you see the material world, and you almost like graduate from this spiritual dimensional world into the material world, into three-dimensional world, right? And you start learning how that world operates, and you start having those ideas and experiences and knowledge about how that world operates, right? And you start developing a sense of identity, meaning a sense of separateness, right? Meaning the sense of separateness of who you are in this lifetime. And you start getting ideas of who you want to be in this lifetime, right? And that idea, you evolve not just with your own thinking, but you also evolve with what your parents tell you who you are, with what society dictates you who you are, with what your friends influence you who you are, the books that you read influence who you are, the the TV shows that you watch influence who you are. And so based on all these different experiences, you start growing, you start going through stages. At first you're a daughter to your mother. Then you develop, and as you grow, you develop more of that separateness. Then you are a teenager who is very separate and very in your own element. You think you know what life is about. You don't want to follow your mother anymore, right? You have your own sense of identity and separateness, and identity is really the sense of separateness. And it's so funny. Life is duality. Life is you're one and you're more than one at the same time. You're one, like every person in the world, and you're separate at the same time, and you live in those dimensions all at once. It's beautiful, beautiful thing how life works. But let's talk about the life that we live here on earth, the life that we actually experience as material life, right? So you grow and you develop from that sense of oneness when you're just born, because when you're just born, you're one with the life itself, right? And you came here to this world to experience the contrast, the separation from that oneness. And when you experience that contrast, that separation, it gives you different experiences that we may call negative experiences, but there's no negative. It really is just something that moves you forward in life. It's something that facilitates your progress and growth. There's no negative experiences. Yes, you've gone through divorce, but eventually, and every single experience that you've had in life has pushed you forward. Like, I will not believe a single one of you if you came to me and said, oh, this experience has not pushed me forward, because that is what it's meant to do. And there's no other way around it. It's how the universe works. Every crisis in your life, every trauma in your life is pushing you forward so you can grow from it. And if you can't handle it, and there are people who are in such deeper state of mind and such dark state of mind that they don't see the possibility of a good outcome, they're in such dark space, they take their own lives. Only because they have separated themselves so far from the truth that they can't take it anymore. There is so much darkness inside of their life. Right? And so when you grow and you have those experiences, you go through a set of identities. We sometimes like to call it different hats we wear, right? Right. Even as one major identity, you still have multiple areas where you take from. There are multiple hats that you are wearing besides that. There are multiple sides that we have. Even women that come to me for a boudoir session, even in that short period of time that we are together, we are able to embody different sides of them into different looks so they could experience what the darker version of them is, what the lighter version of them is, what is more ethereal version of them is, so they could experience those sides of themselves too within the sexual realm and besides that, right? And so when you go through this lifetime and you have all these identity changes and switches, so then we ended up with the teenager, and teenagers are rebellious and they think they know it. And believe me, I've been there, and I'm sure you've been there, and we all want to be independent and we all want that freedom. But that is the time we miss the most, is when we felt the most in the flow of life, right? Because what happens next? We go to college, and we are kind of stuck in this mindset. We need to get a career and education and get a job. And then we get a job. We get this employee identity. And then we meet our partner. We get this boyfriend identity, couple identity, right? And then we get married, we now husband and wife identity. And then when we have kids, we now have mother identity, and all other identities go to the background, right? So it's and it is meant to flow in this manner for you to really experience different sides to the multitude of who you are. And you are unlimited, and you can literally flow through each and every experience and it be different each and every time, right? And so what's connecting to your erotic identity means is really connecting to first who you are and what you are about, and remembering your separateness that is about you. You know, they say selfishness is bad. So being selfish is bad. But being selfish is never bad, because that is what God meant for you, right? Being selfish means to put time towards yourself, to give to yourself first, because you can't give to others. And the only people that are judging you are the ones that are even more selfish than you are, and they are the ones that want you for them, and they're the ones that will tell you, oh, being selfish is bad, right? Yeah, it's bad for you, but it's not bad if you are doing things for me, right? Tell me it's not true. So, to wrap this conversation up, and I love having these conversations and, just chat with you and see like how my big desire is to really change your lives. And if I can change by giving you ideas on life that you may not have had that perspective, and really looking at the same thing from a different perspective. And that is what I call miracles, and that is what Course in Miracles called a miracle. A miracle is a change of perception. When you have miracles in your life, you are able to look at your situation from different perspective, and that switches your plane of understanding, and that creates a different version of you for you to experience. And you understand that there's so many ways you can look at the same situation with so many different eyes, right? And so when you are going through this life flow with a set of different identities that you are embodying, I also want you to know that you can create an identity for yourself, a new identity for yourself, and you can become anything that you want, anything that you've ever dreamed of. You can create and tell and describe that woman for you in your mind. I write her in the journal. Who is this woman? What qualities does she have? And then I embody those qualities because I want to become that. And that is the creation process. And you can create and recreate yourself over and over and over. And that is your life's journey. And you are unlimited to what you can create in your own life and how much you can truly create. So with that, my beautiful love, I want for you to understand that you are unlimited, and you can create your own identities, and you can reconnect to yourself, who you are and who you want to be. My dog is looking in the window. She noticed that I'm in the window. Oh, that's so funny. I totally forgot what I was Don't distract me. I'm losing my train of thoughts, right? When you connect to yourself, you connect to your erotic identity. And erotic identity is your life force that keeps you moving forward. It gives you this passion and spark and reason and motivation for living, right? And when you put time into creating yourself and growing yourself and expanding yourself and your life and your happiness and your passions and your dreams, you are living the best life. You are, it's what I call, have sex with life, because your life becomes magical and it has the passion, and you jump out of bed with this excitement for the new day to come. And what most people do, they drag their feet out of bed every morning. Oh, I have to go to work right now. Like, how many of you hate Mondays? I fucking love Mondays. I love Mondays. I hate weekends because it messes me up. Like, I have to, attend to other people and my family, and like, I can't have a clear brain. Like, I hate Sundays because like, it knocks me off my momentum, and then I have to pick it up again. But I love Mondays because like, I'm alone, nobody's interfering, and I can pick up where I left off. And how many of you can say that? That's why I'm like, I keep saying I'm so different than most people. Like, most people wait for weekends so they can spend time with with their families. I'm like, don't leave me alone. I want to like pick up where I'm left off and really keep building on top of it, because there's a big journey that I am on, and I'm building on top of built brick by brick towards the big impact that I'm creating here for just a few of you, and overall, and for me, and in life in general. And so with that, my beautiful lady, I hope you had amazing time with me. I want for us to have more of a conversational kind of basis for this. So I would love for you to talk to me during these lives that I am jumping on from time to time. I would like for you to ask me questions so I can also talk to you and answer those questions. And I can't wait to hear what you are all about. Okay, hold on, we have a comment. Let's see. Hi, Elizabeth. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I really want to chat with you more and get to know you more too, because that's important. And I also feel a call to connect women of all the women, because we feel so disconnected and alone. Even I myself crave this women feminine connection, and I want to surround myself with high vibe women, not the women who nag, not the women who complain. Those are not part of our circle. I want high vibe women, and I also want to create this high vibe community. And community means we all talk, we communicate, we really help and support each other. And eventually, when we have time and space to start holding events, I absolutely would love for us to have that gathering space where we can truly connect in person as well. Elizabeth says, I'm a younger woman and already burned out. And it's not about age either. It's about your energetic state. So many women are in younger space are overworked because they don't allow for the cup to replenish, right? And the cup needs to be replenished. And how do you replenish the cup? And that is what burnout is. You gave everything you could to others, and you didn't give yourself, or didn't receive the same amount of energy back. So it's so funny how let me give you an example of a money exchange, because that's a perfect example. By the way, money is nothing but energy. An exchange of money is the energy exchange. For example, you're giving a service to someone and you're feeling that you gave to that person way too much and you didn't receive enough in monetary exchange that you, whether it's verbally or non-verbally agreed to, you feel overspent. You feel that you've given that person too much of you, of your time, but you didn't receive enough back. Whether it's, again, money is a great example because money is energy. In money, whether you didn't give enough attention, same thing in relationship. You're giving too much to your partner but not receiving back. That's, again, a burnout. You overspending yourself but you're not replenishing that with another energy, right? So that is what burnout is. So for you, Elizabeth, look into what is it that you are over giving, and what areas of your life you are giving yourself too much and really not replenishing back in that aspect, in a very specific aspect. And in general, do you really have those outlets that replenish you? And if you don't, stop everything and go find those ways where you can truly replenish. For me, it is meditation, reading inspiring books that inspire me on new ideas. It is for me going watching sunset. That's my me time, and that's where I get to replenish those energies back from the unlimited supply of the energetic field that's around me. I'm able to embody more of that within myself, right? And so for you too, where can you spend and get more of that back to yourself? Because right now your cup is running empty and you can't give from an empty cup. That's my main principle of life. You can't give from an empty cup. You gotta give yourself first, right? So, my beautiful loves, thank you so much for joining me in. I can't wait to talk more with you and get to know you. And I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day today. And I'll talk to you soon.